So this little video is to show how we get the ground ready and how we plant seed. And this is in our winter greenhouse. The date is September 21st, 2020. We usually plant this thing about the first week of September, so we're running late. We were kind of waiting for it to rain, which it didn't do. So then we tried pre-irrigating, so you can see the soil isn't too bad. It was pre-dug a couple of weeks ago. Don's pulling out this white threads, they're called, weed seeds. I don't know if they're going to show up in this video or not. That's why you want to work the ground right before you plant. And you only have to work it a couple of inches, but you have to disrupt the soil, otherwise those white thread weeds will outcompete whatever you're planting. And you'll be weeding before your seeds even come up, which is kind of an unfortunate position to be in. So then he makes a trench. He sticks in the labels. This particular variety is green winter spinach. It's one of the two varieties that we really like that we've used. Giant winter spinach. This is one of the two varieties we really like. The other one is Space, and we've had very good luck with them in the winter, overwintering and getting a good crop. Around March or so, it's really in good shape. So he made the trench with his finger, and now he's watering it. And it's very important to put water in the trench. We found over the years, if you water the trench, you can get seed to come up even in a drought year, which this year has been. If you don't water it and you start trying to water over the top before your seeds come up, you either harden them in the ground, or you wash them away, or sometimes you wash, they've almost come up in sort of that white thread stage, and then you wash all the dirt off the roots and they all die. So this worked very well for us. Spinach is a fairly big seed, but we use it for Claytonia, which is an extremely small seed. We use it for all kinds of seed. And we use it in the summer when we plant. Because we've found over the many years of gardening that it's very hard to get the moisture level perfect to seed. If it's too wet, you don't want to dig the ground, you don't want to walk on the ground. If it's too dry, things won't come up. Well, the weeds usually come up, but the plants won't come up. So that's what we've done. That's what we've found works over many years. And if you want to transplant plants, we do it more or less the same way. You fix the seed bed the way we did, and then you dig a hole to transplant. You leave the hole open, put the plant in the bottom, and then pour some water in the bottom of the hole. Works better than pouring the water over the top later, because what happens is if you pour it over the top later, it tends to wick the water out, and you want it in the bottom of the hole where the plant roots are. Okay, well, that's how we do it. Thank you. This is the greenhouse 6 days after planting and watering the trenches. Quite a few of the cabbage family things are up, and the spinach is just starting to come up. So things come up really rapidly. Of course, we also had some 80-degree days, which helped. But anyway, there was enough moisture. We also got 0.2 of an inch of rain. So that's what it looks like, day 6. So this is our greenhouse, or actually technically a high tunnel. You can see in the foreground the cabbage family crucifers, and you can see the spinach, and I doubt if you can see it, but actually the Claytonia is just starting to come up. You just see a few threads on the far end. So this stuff has come up really rapidly. Of course, a couple of days ago we also got 1.6 inches of rain, which obviously helped. So now the plants look very happy. So usually about November 1st is when we put the plastic on the greenhouse, but it depends kind of on the weather. It's hard to ventilate this high tunnel, and so if we put it on too early, we get so many hot days that the plants don't like it very well.